I went on 2 trips and I'm going on a 3rd one soon with the Brevite Rucksack. So I want to talk about my first experience and my early impressions with this bag. This is a huge improvement of the hybrid bag I used to use, and I just love the layout of this. On the side there's a quick access to get to my camera, and on the front there's an organizer pocket so I can put chargers, cables, and pens. On the top, there's an open area to put whatever you want. So usually I put my Nintendo Switch or my DJI Osmo Mobile 2 in there. When I travel, the most useful pocket for me is that top outside pocket because I can just easily put my phone, my passport, and my boarding pass right there, right before when I go through security. That pocket's really convenient to have, especially when you're taking something out within that period of time. For security reasons, I don't put my passport or anything sensitive in that top pocket. That's only when I'm traveling within the airport, but when I'm outside, I switch it up and put it in the pocket behind the flap. This pocket behind the flap is not really hidden, it's more uncommon. So if someone tries to unbuckle my bag, they're gonna skip through it and they're gonna be looking inside the bag. So that area, that's where I'm gonna put all my valuable stuff. So when I was at CES, I did get swag and I did get headphones while walking around. So that top section of the bag became really useful because I can just put that in there. And I also took off my jacket and sweaters, so I also have a spot for that as well. Now moving on to the camera section. It is a camera insert, so you can actually take out the insert and have an empty bag. But when I first picked it up together, it was pretty hefty, and I realized is that majority of the weight comes from the camera insert. The camera insert is a bit heavier on my side, but it's really padded, so if I ever drop this bag, I know that my camera stuff is going to be protected. The camera gear that I brought to Vegas was pretty minimal and more on the vlogger side. So a camera, a GorillaPod, a shotgun, a backup microphone, and of course the batteries and memory cards and all that. So with all that in that camera insert, there's still more room for whatever I need. I can still customize to whatever shape or whatever section I want, so that's also a plus. For another trip, I went to New York and I took the camera insert out, so this whole bag is basically used for my clothes and whatever I need for that trip. So on the bottom, I put all my clothes, and on the top, I had my Switch and my DJI Mobile 2. And if I ever need the whole bag, I can always unzip the divider, so instead of having 2 organized little sections, I can have 1 big space. Now this part, I want to talk about little things that came with this bag that are pluses to me, but not maybe for everyone else. The first thing is the cap buckle. The one that came with this bag fits exactly the same size I use with this lens, but I'm pretty sure you can go on Amazon and buy different size cap buckles. And the last thing is rain covers. I know this is small, but I just hate bags that comes with a separate rain cover because for one, I need to keep track of that, and 2, it does take some more space inside the bag. But with this rucksack, it comes attached with the bag. Now moving on to some cons, they're not really bad cons, they're really small, and the first thing is that the top section could be a little bit too small. Sometimes I do find it a bit too small, but for me, for the most part, it's perfect. But when I do travel like Vegas, there are a lot of things that I get, and I just wish that I have a little bit more space to put more stuff. And that may be a con for a lot of other people out there, but if you're more on the minimal side, then that little top section should be good enough. And the last thing is just the magnets. I feel like they're a bit on the weaker side, and when I close the flap, I just don't really feel the firmness or a strong click to it. And if I'm ever walking around and when someone just opens that flap, most likely I won't be able to feel it. When you have the front pocket really stuffed, the magnets aren't really strong enough to hold that pocket in together as well. But then again, the zipper is where it closes the bag. The magnets is just more of a first step to get to the front pocket. Overall, I just really love using this bag. It's a really good hybrid bag. You can use it for camera gear and travel gear, for casual uses. So I just love the flexibility of this bag. I love the sections, how it's organized, where it's placed. I just love the pockets. So that was my first impression and experience using this bag. I know it's still early, but so far it's been working great in my lifestyle. I will be doing a follow-up review like a 6 months or a year, just to let you guys know more about the bag and more of the durability of this bag. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.